Hey Neil, I was wondering, could you please give me a little more to spend for this month? I really don't think this is enough to last the month.
What the hell do you mean? $500 is the amount that I always give you. Why is it suddenly not enough? Your job as the housewife is to figure out how to make it work.
I mean, I really did try, but prices have been going up a lot lately. Utility fees have also been up on the rise. I seriously doubt that $500 is going to be enough to account for everything.
Do you think you can just get more money from me? If $500 isn't enough, then that just means you aren't trying hard enough to make it work. If it isn't enough, then that's your fault. So pay the extra money from your own savings. You still have some left when you were single, don't you?
I really don't have that much left from back then. That's why I'm asking you for more like this.
Well, why the hell don't you have any savings left?
Because I've been using it to pay for whatever amount that you don't give me. You even told me to pay for your little sister's wedding with the monthly $500 that you give me. How am I supposed to even do that? So I had no choice but to use my own savings, and that was the last of what I had.
Wow. You really are useless, aren't you? How do you manage to use up so much money?
All I did was try to support our family without putting more on your shoulders. But I really can't keep that up anymore. So could you please make some adjustments on our monthly budget? Even $100 more per month would help a lot.
Are you stupid or something? That's not how our society works. Do you think a company will give you a raise if you just ask them for more money? No, you work hard, and the employer decides when the worker deserves a raise. The money that I hand you every month is the same thing as that. If you want money, then go find a job to make it yourself.
But...
You have one job, Becky. Your only job is to make our monthly spending fit inside the budget. You fail to accomplish that and still have the audacity to ask for more money from me? Look, the only reason that you have anything that belongs to you right now is because I supported you. Don't ever forget that, you useless idiot.
Useless idiot? Did you seriously just call me that?
Yes. What's wrong with stating the facts? If I hadn't let you marry me out of the kindness of my heart, then someone like you would have had to stay single for the rest of her life. You should be thankful that I'm even here with you at this very moment.
Hey Becky, did you see the pictures that I sent to you? Neil bought me the best present in the world for my birthday. It's a purse that costs more than everything you own combined. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, I saw the picture. That's very impressive, Lisa. Neil has never given me anything expensive as a present before. As a matter of fact, he's never given me a birthday present in general before.
What? No way. Why wouldn't he give you any presents?
Well, he stopped giving me anything as soon as we got married. According to him, it's a waste of money that we could be spending to support the two of us.
Wow, that is harsh. But then again, I guess Neil didn't have much of a choice on that topic. I mean, who would want to give any presents to you? I heard that you're useless at home.
What?
Yeah, Neil tells me all about the things you mess up all the time. I thought you'd start learning from your mistakes, but I guess you're still dragging my brother down. You can't even keep up your spending within the family budget, right?
Do you even know how much I get each month for everything? I only get $500 to pay for all the food and utilities.
500? Seriously? You're telling me that you think $500 isn't enough to pay for a month's worth of expenses? I mean, how could you not?
Well, it's different for the two of us. You live by yourself at the moment, don't you? How much do you spend each month to pay for your groceries and utilities?
I'd say about $1,500. I absolutely hate doing housework, so I just pay someone else to do it all for me.
Really?
Yeah, but I make someone else do all of the cleaning, cooking, and shopping for me, and it still only cost me about $1,500 a month. If you did it all by yourself, then I'd imagine that you could manage to keep the spending to a third of what I'd spend. I mean, I'm sure that I would be able to do all of that as a housewife if I was in your shoes.
It's not that simple, Lisa. As soon as an unexpected fee appears, the plan for the whole month suddenly crumbles.
You know what I hear? I hear excuses. I would never let out any excuses if I were you. I've only been talking to you a few times and I'm already starting to get annoyed. I feel horrible for my brother for having to live under the same roof as you.
How could you say that to your sister-in-law?
Do not take it personally, but I'm going to use you as a good example of how not to carry out my marriage life. In case you haven't heard by now, me and my fiance have decided to host our wedding next month. So I'm officially becoming his wife. I'll make sure to take care of our monthly budget flawlessly, and my husband will give me presents every month.
I wish the best for you, honey. Maybe you'll find out how difficult it is to pay for everything with only $500 a month.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. If you don't step up your game, Neil might decide that you're not worth his time. So if you don't want that to happen, then at least start trying to become a good wife.
Neil, I'm sorry for contacting you on such a short notice, but I don't think I'm going to make it to today's wedding. I've had a fever since this morning and it won't go away, even after I drank some medicine.
What the hell do you mean? Are you trying to tell me that you can't show up to my precious little sister's wedding? What makes you even slightly think that I would allow that to happen? Come to the wedding hall right now, or else.
I really want to. I do. But my fever just reached 100 degrees. I really don't think I'm going to make it through the whole thing conscious.
Do you think I care what your body temperature is? The only thing that I care about is whether you refuse to show up to my sister's wedding and ruin her impression. How do you think the guests are going to react when they see that there's an empty seat at the family's table? They'll think someone purposely refused to show, and that'll ruin the whole thing.
Could you please just set my seat aside then?
No, you're my wife and the bride's older sister-in-law. There's no chance that I'll ever allow you to be absent from this event.
But... Are you seriously telling me to attend a wedding with this kind of fever? I can barely stand up right now, and I'm barely grasping onto conscience as I'm texting you right now. There's no way I'll be able to survive a whole wedding.
Well, then you're not trying hard enough. You have the rest of your life to slack off at home as a housewife, so make yourself useful when it matters for once.
Seriously? Do you think I got sick on your sister's wedding day on purpose? It's not like I can control it.
Shut up. Just go get ready and be here at the wedding hall in an hour. I'll meet you at the entrance. And don't forget about my necktie.
Your necktie? What's wrong with your necktie?
You said that you wanted to stay lying down for as long as possible, so I came along. But I had to tie my own necktie, and I don't like how it turned out. So I need you to come and tie it over again like you always do.
Are you being serious right now? You can't even tie your own necktie?
Shut your mouth. I could if I wanted to. It's just that I've been making you do it for me for a long while, and thanks to that, I've been having trouble making a clean knot.
Can't you ask one of your parents or friends? I really don't think I can make it there today.
What? You want a grown man like me to go to my parents and ask them to tie a necktie for me? How on earth do you think that I will go out of my way to embarrass myself like that?
Then please just try to do it on your own. I'm sure there's tons of tutorials on YouTube about how to tie a necktie.
Do you think I haven't tried that already? I tried to do it myself while watching a tutorial video and it didn't work. Why else would I be asking you to do it for me? I can't attend my precious little sister's wedding with a necktie like this. Just hurry up and come here.
I told you already. I have 100-degree fever right now.
I've heard enough of your excuses. If your husband tells you to go somewhere, then you shut up and go there. It's not my problem whether you're sick or not. If you can't walk, then crawl. I swear, if you don't come here right now, I can and will divorce you.
You know what? Okay. I finally made up my mind. We're officially divorced, Neil. I cannot take being your wife anymore. I'll be resting for a little more, so excuse me. Once I'm feeling better, I'll go and get a divorce paper so we can sign it and turn it in.
Wait, what do you mean we're officially divorced?
Well, you just said that you can and will divorce me if I don't crawl over to your sister's wedding. So I chose to divorce you instead.
Why the hell would you make that choice? Are you out of your mind? You could just come over to the wedding. Whatever. Fools to be fools, I guess.
I'm confident that staying together with you is more foolish than any other choice. I can't allow myself to keep being harassed by you, and I don't want to be your caretaker for the rest of your life. I'm confident that I'll enjoy the rest of my life, not having to worry about babying you.
What do you mean?
Well then, that's that. So I hope you're able to figure out how to tie your own necktie. You're already a big boy, so you're gonna have to learn how to do it at some point anyway.
What kind of wife refuses to tie her husband's tie and doesn't show up for his sister's wedding? You know what? Fine. I don't care. You're nothing to me now, so leave my house right now.
I'm glad we're on the same page here. Well then, I guess this is a mutual agreement.
Whatever. We both know that you'll be begging me to take you back in a matter of weeks. You're just a housewife who can't make a living on her own. You literally need me, and I don't need you. Even your old workplace wouldn't hire you since you've been away for so long. You'll have no job and no money. And you'll be begging me to take you back before you even know it.
I'll work hard so that doesn't happen. Well then, it seems like the medicine is starting to work, so I'll be going to sleep now. I'll pack my things and leave the house as soon as I wake up.
I just heard the news from Neil. What a shame. You're gonna miss the wedding because of some fever today, right?
Yes, and I just fallen asleep. Thanks a lot for waking me up, Lisa.
Well then, I assume that you've come to your senses after a refreshing slumber. Do you remember that you announced that you were going to divorce my brother? I mean, I get that you were barely conscious because of the fever, but how stupid could you possibly be? Do you even remember saying that?
Of course I remember, and I'm grateful that I got this fever because it allowed me to finally say what I've been wanting to say for the past few years.
Seriously? I think you need to get your brain checked out at the hospital. You never would have gotten close to the life that you live right now if it weren't for Neil. But you throw all of that away because of some stupid reason like this?
I don't know what you've heard from that man, but our marriage was not happy at all. And it's obvious that my life will be way better if I have a new and fresh start without him.
You don't have to act so tough in front of me. I know that you're saying all of this nonsense because your brain is not working right now, but you'll regret it once you'll cool off. You know, I could do you a favor and set up a chance for you to apologize. Your fever is starting to go away, isn't it? Just swallow your pride and come to the wedding already.
I'm sorry, but I seriously don't think that I can make it today. And I need to pack up and leave the house by the end of the day anyway, so I won't have time to go either way.
So you're serious about the divorce, huh? You're more stubborn than I thought you would be. Whatever, I guess you're free to go then. I never considered you to be worthy of Neil's wife anyway. I'm sure he'll appreciate your decision. He deserves someone who is kind, witty, and thoughtful, unlike someone.
I'm sure he does, and I hope he finds someone who can fit his criteria.
Like, seriously, why did he even marry you in the first place? You don't show up to your sister-in-law's wedding and get a fever on top of that. If you can't take care of your spending or your health, then what good are you? Hurry up and sign the divorce paper already.
You don't have to tell me to. I'll be sure that it's signed and turned in by the end of the day. Regardless of the reason, I'm sorry for not being able to show up to your wedding today. And I appreciate that you invited me. I've already contacted and apologized to the groom's side, so you don't have to worry about their judgment of me being absent.
What? Why would you go out of your way to do that? And how do you know the groom's phone number? I never taught you his number, have I?
No, but we used to be in the same class during high school, so I've always known his phone number. Haven't I told you before?
What? No, you have not told me that before. You and Kevin used to be classmates?
Yes, and it's a very long time since I'd last seen him. He was always one of the most social and brightest people that I'd ever seen. I remember that he was even chosen as student body president one time. I was the vice president, so we were pretty close to each other at the time.
What? Wait, you're not joking right now, are you? I've never heard of that story from him before.
I mean, why would he tell you? I'm sure he never even imagined that I would be his fiancée sister-in-law.
Well,
Up until a few hours ago, that is.
What?
Kevin came over to your parents' house to say hi a few months ago, didn't he?
Well, I was there during that event, but Neil told me to stay in the kitchen while the guest was there. And I stayed in the kitchen the whole time you two were cooking and cleaning.
So I never got to meet him when everyone else in the family did.
Oh, I mean, I can't imagine my brother saying that to you, I guess.
I only got to see a glimpse of his face just as the two of you were leaving, and I was absolutely shocked to see that a high school classmate was marrying my sister-in-law.
Wait, so what did you text him earlier? You only said that you were so sick so you weren't coming, right? Don't you dare tell me that you told him about the whole drama of your divorce.
Wait, did you not want me to tell him? I told him all about me and Neil getting divorced, along with a notice that I wasn't coming to the wedding today.
What?
I mean, Neil is going to be Kevin's brother-in-law, so why wouldn't I want him to give a heads up about the kind of person his soon-to-be older brother is? I just gave him a short explanation about the kind of people you and your brother are.
What do you mean you gave him an explanation? You didn't say anything that would damage my image, did you?
Oh no, I think my fever is starting to go back up again. I better get back to sleep then. I'll see you when I'm better. Have fun with your wedding.
Becky, please, just come back and live with me. Can't do anything and the house is falling apart without you.
What?
Don't even know how to get the washing machine to work. And I'm already tired of ordering pizza. I need your handmade food. Just please come back. I'm begging you.
It's barely been a week since I left Neil. If all you want is an obedient maid, then don't come to me and hire one with your money. And if you can't manage to live alone, then why don't you go back to living with your parents?
I would have gone back if I could. But I can't, thanks to you absolutely demolishing my sister's wedding. You know, they won't even talk to me.
What? What do you mean?
Quit acting dumb. You know what happened. Since you snitched to me and Lisa, the groom called the wedding off minutes before it started. He started going off about how he can't marry someone who can't respect others. He especially shamed me for ridiculing my own wife. And that he didn't even remotely want anything to do with me.
Oh, really? All Kevin texted me was thanks for telling me about something so important. So I had no idea what had specifically happened to the two of you. He did offer to go for a drink sometime when I'm feeling better, though.
Well, I hope you're proud because Lisa has been staying at our parents' house and bawling her eyes out since then. And when I tried to visit, Lisa threw a huge tantrum about it all being my fault. She even said that she never wanted to see my face ever again. Now I'm not even allowed to go back to my house anymore.
Oh, wow, so that's what happened.
Yeah, but I can't do anything around the house. And everyone in my office knows that I got divorced from you for some reason.
What?
Yeah, neither my colleagues nor my boss speak to me unless they absolutely have to. And the treatment that I receive from my female colleagues is absolutely horrible. Well, no matter what I ask them to do, all they tell me is that I should do it myself instead of relying on a woman to do it for me. They even refuse to pour a cup of coffee when I ask them to.
Oh, wow, that must be horrible. I guess you've learned a valuable lesson. Never underestimate the power of a group of females who've found a common enemy.
Look, I really am regretting my actions right now. I recognize that I've treated you wrongly throughout our marriage. And I never should have ridiculed you for being a housewife. I finally appreciate everything you've done for me. Don't you want to come back to being in the comfort and protection of me?
Seriously?
You probably haven't found a new job yet, have you? So you can come back to serving me as a housewife and we can have a mutual relationship again. All you have to do is worry about taking care of the house from now on.
Are you kidding? Of course I've already found a job. And it's a really good one too.
What? You already found a job? But you've barely had any experience doing anything for the past 10 years that you were staying at home.
If anything, I've been taking care of you like a baby for the past 10 years, taking care of you at home. And from day in to day out. Why would such a hard worker like me have trouble finding a job? If anything, I got tons of offers from all kinds of different companies. I decided on the best choice that I could find and got in without any trouble at all.
Really?
Yeah, and I think I'm doing pretty well at it too. The work is really fun and the work environment is amazing too. By the way, Thanks to you for treating me like a maid for the past decade, I've had absolutely no trouble keeping my order in my house.
But wait, so you have no intention of moving back in with me?
Of course not. So if you want a maid, then I suggest you hire one, because I'm not going back. No, wait, you wouldn't be able to pay for a maid with a $500 monthly budget, would you? I guess you'd finally found out how much the effort from a housewife is worth. Later on, I heard that Neil decided that he couldn't change, so he hired a maid to work for him to do housework. But after trying to make them do as good of a job as I used to, the fee for a month came out to be $2,500. I mean, what would you expect after having 3 meals a day made for you, along with cleaning and grooming? After a month, he gave up on hiring a maid. But apparently, everything he wears is scrunched up and his tie is just a mess too. I've heard that he's been reported to the security a few times because he looked so unfit for the office.
Hey, are you Brian's wife? Because I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be taking care of him from now on. But you know that he's always such a wishy-washy guy, so I really hope that you don't blame him. Don't worry though, I'll make sure to make him very, very happy.
Sorry, who am I speaking to right now? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, right. I should have introduced myself first. I'm Brian's ex-girlfriend, Miranda. I'm also the person who he's dated the longest out of all the other girls he's known. I'm sure you've heard about me already.
Your name is Miranda. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I can't remember Brian ever mentioning knowing a girl like you.
Wait, what? You mean that Brian hasn't even mentioned me once? Well, that's still no problem. Maybe he just didn't want you hearing about how close we were as a couple because he didn't want to make you jealous as his current girl. He was probably just hiding me from you because he knew that you didn't even compare.
Okay, you seriously need to slow down and stop all of this nonsense. So, your name is Miranda and you're one of Brian's exes, right? Just why are you even reaching out to talk to me in the first place?
Why? Well, there's not any particular reason, I guess. I just wanted to know about what kind of girl Brian got with after him and I broke up. He can really have a really interesting taste in women from time to time, so it's my job to make sure that he's making good choices.
And you think that that's appropriate for you to do as his ex? I think most people don't do that to people they used to date.
I don't remember you telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing, thank you. We might have been broken up, but we're still good friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. All I'm doing is being worried like any good friend would, and I can see that he's picked a very surprising girl to get married to. I thought he would have married someone beautiful, and I have to say that I'm just shocked.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Well, I only mentioned because I think I left quite an impact on his taste from when we were dating. I just thought that he would have married someone strong-willed and clever. Someone special, you know. But I guess he just ended up with some totally basic chick. Funny how life works like that, right?
Well, I guess that I'm sorry for not being the girl that you expected me to be, but you did just admit that Brian did marry me. So I might not know just how close you two were before, but all of that is in the past, and I hope that you realize all of that.
Oh, wow, maybe you're a bit more impressive than I thought. It's almost cute. But I can tell just from this conversation that you're the type of woman who is always trying to solve your husband's problems for him, right? I really, really hate those kinds of girls. You need to be more kind to Brian, but let him spread out his wings on his own, you know?
I don't need you telling me how I should be treating my husband, thank you very much.
Well, fine. Then congrats on getting married or whatever. Save my number just in case you need a hand with anything in the future. For instance, if you two get into a fight, you can just come to me and I'll make Brian feel better afterwards. After all, I know him better than anyone, and that means that I know how to calm him down better than anyone, including you.
Hey Brian, are you there? I was just curious if you know a woman named Miranda. I think that maybe you two used to date each other.
Miranda? No, I'm sorry, Em, but I don't think I've ever dated a Miranda. Though now that I'm thinking about it, I do have an old friend named Miranda, but we never dated or anything. But what made you want to ask me this all of a sudden?
Well, I think this Miranda girl that you know actually just reached out and messaged me, and she introduced herself as your ex-girlfriend.
Wait, really? That Miranda sent you a message?
Yeah, she said that she was your ex-girlfriend and she was worried about the kind of woman you were married to. And then she went on to say a bunch of other rude things as well. She seemed to really be concerned about how her ex was doing, and she kept talking about you as if she knew you really well. I don't know, I think she was trying to flex on me as your ex or something like that.
Wait just a second. So then, Miranda was really telling you that we used to date?
That's what I said, yes. But now you're telling me that you two never dated, so I don't know what to believe. I don't like whatever is going on, and I just want the truth, so be straight with me, Brian.
Emily, I promise you that I'm just as confused as you are. Besides, I was telling the truth when I said that we never ever dated.
You mean it? You two were never a thing at all?
Oh, we were classmates together from middle school on, and even were in the same after-school clubs too, so we did hang out a lot and spend a lot of time together. Though she was always acting more like a fussy mother than she was a friend, you know. She was always trying to do things for me and take care of me.
So then, it sounds like you two were actually quite close then.
Oh, we were. And I will say that other classmates would tease us and say that we looked like a couple, but I swear to you that we did not date. I'm not even sure that she looked at me as a potential person to date. I always felt like she saw me as more her kid or something like that.
And you don't know any of other Mirandas from your past that might be lurking around?
As far as I know, that's the only Miranda that I've known. But we both ended up going to different colleges and didn't really keep in touch after that. And ever since then, I don't think I've ever met another Miranda. But I guess she was trying to use our old friendship to try and get something out of you.
But why would she come to me with this when I don't even know who she is? I mean, I've never even seen a picture of this woman. I'll be honest, I was kind of scared.
I'm sorry, Emily. I wasn't trying to make light of this. It's just a bad joke.
Well, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I have to know for myself. You promised me that you and Miranda aren't talking at all right now, and you haven't seen her since finishing high school.
I swear to you, since we both left for college, I haven't spoken to Miranda at all. Wait, that's not entirely true. There was one school reunion for middle school, where her and I were both there, but so were all of our other classmates, and there was so much happening that day that we didn't even really get to talk.
Well then, just why is she coming out of nowhere to bother me? I don't like it. It doesn't feel right.
I agree. It sounds like she's up to something and I don't like it. I think you and I'll have to just be a little more careful for the time being.
Hello there, Emily. It's been a while since we've last talked, right? How are you? It's me, by the way, Brian's ex, Miranda.
Hello, Miranda. Yes, it's been a while since you and I last spoke, hasn't it? May I ask why you're messaging me today?
Well, I actually have a really big announcement I just have to tell you. I feel so sorry for you, but I'm overjoyed because Brian and I have gotten back together. And that means that he doesn't need you anymore, so you can just get lost.
Excuse me? What are you talking about this time?
I mean that I want you to divorce Brian for me right now. After that, him and I can go out and get married. So I'll give you until the end of the day to get all the paperwork done.
Are you kidding me right now? Did you really just message me to tell me to leave my husband? And do you really think I buy that you two have gone back together? Can you just leave me alone? I don't have time for this nonsense.
Nonsense? And just what makes you think that any of this is nonsense? I know that it's tough to accept, but it's the truth, and you need to face it. Because I am telling you the truth. Brian and I have really gotten back together. Although I always knew that he always still had feelings for me, so I'm not surprised at all. But it was him who came to me asking if we could get back together.
Are you serious? You're telling me Brian searched you to be out with you?
Well, I'm sure you noticed that this is the first time we talked in a while, right? The reason for that is because after we talked the last time, Brian reached out to me and asked if I liked to meet up with him. So we went out to a bar, just the two of us, had some drinks, and Brian used the liquid courage to confess his feelings for me. But again, I always knew that he'd never given up on me, so I knew it was a matter of time before this happened.
I seriously doubt that Brian would ever go and do something like that. And I have no idea when he would have the time to sneak off to a bar to talk to you.
Well, of course you wouldn't know about any of this, would you? I mean, do you really think that a husband would just tell his wife that he's going to go out and grab drinks with an ex?
So then you're telling me that Brian kept all of that a secret from me and did actually go out to meet you? Not only that, but even though he has a wife, he still confessed having feelings for you.
Yes, I'm afraid that you've described it exactly well. I tried to turn him down at first, but I didn't want to be a homewrecker or anything like that. I told him that he had to let go of a beautiful girl like me and just focus on his wife instead. But then he told me that he didn't care what happened to you. So when I realized that he wasn't going to be changing his mind, I had no choice but to get back together with him.
Oh, please, don't try to make it sound like you were forced into doing this. And know that I have no intention of hanging Brian over to you and all.
Well, you say that, but Brian has already made the decision for himself. So I'm so sorry to ruin your marriage, but it's what Brian wants, and I don't think you have the right to deny him that.
I seriously can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
Well, it doesn't matter whether or not you do, because it's the truth and we're back together now. You're just in the way, so just get lost already.
I just want you to know that Brian is here and is cracking up at all you're saying.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that Brian is laughing about you claiming that you and him got back together. His face is literally turning blue, he's laughing so much.
Laughing at what? What are you even talking about? Brian is here with me right now. How can he be next to you?
I'm sorry, but Brian is here with me, his wife. And we're actually on our honeymoon right now in Tahiti.
What do you mean? I don't understand what's going on.
It means that no matter how many times you tell me to leave Brian, it isn't going to happen. Anyways, we're going to be out of the country for a couple of weeks, so...
So you two are really on your honeymoon right now?
That's right, and Brian still hasn't stopped laughing at this business you just tried pulling. He remembered you well, but only as an old friend. Certainly not any kind of girlfriend. And the reason I knew you were lying about him meeting in a bar because he's sick after just getting a couple of drinks. Sure, we've had a few drinks here and there on vacation, but he would never drink to the point that he's saying things like what you said he did.
Now, hold on just a second. This doesn't make any sense. How are you two going on your honeymoon when Brian has already taken me back? He's mine. He shouldn't be going on a honeymoon with you at all.
For the last time, Miranda, I'm not yours and we did not get back together. I don't know what fantasy world you've been living in, but you really need to wake up. But did you really think that I would ever want to get with a fussy woman like you? I mean, some of the stuff you were saying was making me crack up so much that my stomach hurt. I mean, there was no way that you were being serious about that stuff, right?
How can you say something like that? I know that you're with your wife, so you have to be careful with what you say. But you confessed to me. You told me that you wanted to get together with me, and that's a fact.
Wait a second. What I told you was that I would always want to be your friend. You were the one who misconstrued that to mean that I wanted to date you.
You mean you just want to stay as friends?
But I don't get why you had to lie about you and I going out to get a drink. And yeah, I did reach out and invite you to a bar, but you left out the part where the rest of our middle school class was there. I invited everyone out to see if they would want to catch up, but again, you totally warped what actually was happening.
No, this can't be happening.
And yeah, I had some drinks, but not many because I'm so weak. Because of that, I remember everything that happened that night. Though I will say that it was fun getting to hang out with everyone, and I was thinking about doing it more regularly. And yeah, we sat next to each other and talked, but I wasn't confessing my love to you.
But I could see the passion in your eyes. I could see all the memories we had come flooding back. That's when you knew that I was always the right girl for you. That's when you realized you were still madly in love with me.
No, not at all. How did you even get any of that out of what I was saying to you? I mean, we couldn't even get back together if I wanted to, because we were never even dating in the first place. I don't have any lingering feelings here, because they were never there in the first place. We never, ever had any sort of romantic connection, so I got no idea what you've been talking about.
No, that can't be true. You're lying, because you're with your wife.
I'm not at all. Even at the get-together, you were trying to tell me what to do, how to eat, to sit up straight. You were just acting like you used to, and all it did was get on my nerves.
But I was only doing all of that because we were dating, right? I mean, everyone in school said that we were like husband and a wife, remember?
That was just what dumb little kids say. I was never once under the impression that we were dating. I don't think I ever could date someone like you, to be honest.
But why not? I'm beautiful and loyal, and I'm always taking care of you.
That's just it. You think you're all those things, but I never saw what you were doing as helpful. I always thought that you were just being way too fussy. And I was prepared to maintain a friendship with you, but now I know that's going to be impossible. Now, as my wife explained to you, we're on our honeymoon and don't want any unnecessary distractions.
Don't think that you've beaten me yet, you ugly sow. I haven't even shown you what I can really do. I will make Brian mine, do you hear me? I know him better than anyone, and I will make him fall in love with me. What are you even talking about this time, Miranda? I mean that Brian said he was going to try and hang out with our old classmates. Well, I am going to be at every single one of those meetups, and I will steal your husband from you. Well, yes, he did say that he was going to try and make everyone hang out more often, but those plans have fallen, though. I'm afraid that you won't have any more chances to go after Brian anymore. What do you mean? Well, the plans fell through because Brian knocked me up while on our honeymoon. I decided to stop drinking when I started feeling weird while we were there, and I took a test when we got back home and it was positive. So you're pregnant with Brian's baby? That's right, and we're both overjoyed. But Brian reached out to his classmate and told them that he wouldn't be going out drinking while I'm pregnant. But all of his friends were very, very understanding and said that they can't wait till they can all hang out together another time. But this isn't fair. Why do you get to start a family with Brian while I'm just here, single? I don't know. That's probably something you should look inside yourself to find the answer to. Either do that or go talk to a therapist. I hate you. I never want to hear from you again, and I certainly never want to see you as long as I live. Deal. That actually sounds great to me, actually. Anyways, on that note, have a nice life. After that, I never ever heard from Miranda again. Brian, on the other hand, would still get messages from her asking if he wanted to go out and grab drinks with her. But he always told her that he wanted to be by my side in case I needed anything and avoided it that way. Brian even told me that Miranda started reaching to the other classmates, asking if they wanted to go out for a drink together. I hear she's basically blacklisted from any get-togethers now. Brian insists that she's a good person deep down, but just has a lot of issue. Frankly, I'm surprised that his heart is big enough to keep defending her. Either way, I just hope that one day Miranda wakes up and realizes the error of her ways. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
You better explain yourself properly, Emma. How on earth did you end up running away with my fiancé?
What's with the aggressive tone? I just woke up to all these messages from you.
I've been trying to reach you all morning. Stop avoiding the question.
Huh? Didn't Mike leave a note? I told him to explain everything properly.
Oh, there was a note, all right. Just a brief, I'm going to live with Emma, please don't look for us kind of thing.
Yikes, that doesn't explain anything at all.
That's what I've been saying! I trusted you enough to let you help with wedding preparations, and this is what happens?
Look, I know you're upset, but you're jumping to conclusions.
I come home from work to find Mike's stuff gone and this lazy excuse for a note on the living room table. How long have you two been seeing each other?
I know that's what you're thinking, but we weren't having an affair or anything, so don't jump to conclusions.
Then why were you meeting in secret? My coworker saw you two at a cafe last week.
That was about the wedding preparations. We were looking at venues.
How can you say you weren't having an affair? Then why run away together?
Because Mike suddenly proposed to me yesterday. He even got me this ultra-luxury brand engagement ring. When someone begs that desperately, how can you say no?
Excuse me?
I looked it up, and this ring costs like $20,000. When a guy puts that much money into a proposal, I'm not going to turn him down.
Are you even hearing yourself? That's my fiancé you're talking about.
Ex-fiancé now, and honestly, you should be thanking me.
Thanking you? For what exactly?
For revealing his true nature before you married him. If he could fall for me this easily, he wasn't right for you anyway.
What's going on? Why would he propose to you when you weren't even dating? And such an expensive ring. He never got anything like that for me.
Wait, you never got an engagement ring?
Mike was always broke. He was trying to make it as a comedian and only had part-time jobs for living expenses. Actually, I was the one always helping him out with money. There's no way he could afford an engagement ring.
Oh, wow, you didn't even know about it from him? This is almost too sad to be funny.
Know about what? Stop playing games, Emma.
I can't believe he kept this from you, of all people.
What? What don't I know about?
So apparently, Mike inherited a bunch of money from his late father, and we're talking serious cash here.
What did you say?
You knew his dad passed away last year, right? I mean, you even helped with the funeral arrangements.
Of course, I remember. I took time off work to help him through it all.
Then you must have known about the inheritance, right?
I was helping because Mike said he couldn't handle it alone, but he told me there was no inheritance. He said what little there was went entirely to funeral expenses.
Oh my god, he lied about that? He inherited $1 million! What a terrible guy.
$1 million? He really inherited that much?
That's why he could afford such a fancy engagement ring for me. He's funny since he's trying to be a comedian, and with that kind of money, I figured why not marry him? So I decided to say yes.
So you're saying you only agreed because of the money?
Don't act so high and mighty. You supported him when he was broke, but I'm being practical here.
And that's why you ran away? I can't believe this.
Besides, I was thinking about changing jobs anyway, so now I'll just become his wife and turn to becoming a housewife. I would have preferred to get married properly in our hometown, but since he was your fiancé, that would be awkward, what with all our friends knowing about you two and everything. So we decided to run away together.
This is insane. I was supposed to marry Mike.
Look, what's done is done. You'll find someone else.
Someone else? After 7 years together?
7 years is nothing if it wasn't meant to be. Besides, you were always the smart one. You'll be fine.
Don't act like you're doing me a favor.
Well, take care, sis.
Emma, don't you dare ignore me.
Sorry, Mike's calling. Gotta go.
Answer your phone already. Emma told me most of it, but I want to hear an explanation from you directly.
Sarah, please. I know you're angry.
7 years together, Mike. 7 years.
I know. I messed up.
Explain yourself. Why did you do this?
Okay, I'll explain, but promise you won't get mad.
Don't act like a child. I want to know why you proposed to Emma, but what really makes me angry is that you hid the inheritance from me and then used it to buy her an engagement ring.
I get it! You deserve an explanation!
Remember all those times I covered your rent when I helped you practice your comedy routines until 3 a.m.?
I wasn't trying to be mean by hiding it. At the time, I thought it through and decided I wanted to keep it from you specifically.
What? That makes no sense.
Look, I was worried!
Worried about what? That I'd take your money after I supported you for years?
You know how they say money changes people? I never imagined I'd inherit $1 million. So even though you were my girlfriend, I thought I should keep quiet about it for a while.
You're the one who changed the most because of money. We were engaged, but somehow you ended up proposing to Emma, and with such an expensive ring that you never gave me.
No, you've got it wrong. I was actually planning to use it for you at first.
What?
I wasn't making it as a comedian, and I was always causing you trouble with living expenses, so I wanted to at least use the inheritance to give you a fancy wedding. But you know me, I'm not good with that kind of stuff, so I asked Emma to help me, picking out venues, recommending wedding dresses.
You were doing all that? So when exactly did it turn from planning our wedding to running away with my sister?
Yeah, and then Emma and I started texting more, meeting up more often, and before I knew it, I fell for her.
Just like that? You threw away 7 years, just like that?
It wasn't just like that. I struggled with these feelings.
How does that even happen? You loved me. You were going to marry me. How do you suddenly fall for Emma?
What can I say? Emma is like 100 times cuter than you. With that beauty and charm, anyone would fall for her just by being around her.
Are you serious right now?
I mean, you've always known Emma was the pretty one.
Excuse me?
Look, I tried to suppress my feelings at first, but when we were checking out wedding venues, the staff had Emma try on a wedding dress. You should have seen how adorable she looked. It felt like my heart was going to explode.
So while I was working overtime to support your comedy career, you were falling in love with my sister in wedding dresses?
It wasn't planned, it just happened.
I get it. You're head over heels for Emma. She's always been the pretty one. Everyone in the neighborhood knew that. But is she so important that you throw away our years together?
You don't understand how hard this has been for me, too.
Hard for you? Really?
I'm really grateful to you, Sarah. You supported me through 7 years of my struggling comedy career. But I'm sorry, I genuinely fell in love with Emma.
I can't believe this.
The more I told myself it was wrong, the more I couldn't stop these feelings. But I guess that's what love is, right?
Love? You're talking about love after betraying me like this?
I know it sounds crazy.
I see. So you're really running away with Emma.
Yeah, I'm giving up my comedy dreams and everything to run away with her. I'll use the inheritance to make her happy. So take care. Forget about me and find your own happiness.
Giving up comedy? The dream I supported for 7 years?
Emma thinks I should get a real job now.
Of course she does. She's only interested in your inheritance.
That's not true. She believes in me.
Just not in your comedy career, apparently.
I need to go. Emma's waiting.
She always gets what she wants, doesn't she?
Sarah, I really am sorry.
Save it. I hope the inheritance was worth it.
Hey, Sarah, it's been a while. How have you been?
Huh.
Come on, don't ignore your sister.
What's with the sudden contact? I haven't heard from you since that day.
You remember how things ended?
How could I forget?
Well, what did you expect? You were so persistent about taking responsibility and paying compensation. That's why I had to block you.
You were the one who ran away with my fiancé, and somehow I'm the bad guy?
Ancient history. We're sisters. We should move past this.
So, what's your reason for unblocking me now? Did you finally save up enough to pay that compensation after 2 years?
Like I would ever do that. Actually, we're pretty much broke now. We've used up almost all of Mike's inheritance.
What? You went through $1 million in just 2 years?
Money disappears surprisingly fast. We promised we'd have an expensive wedding but live modestly afterward. But then Mike said he wanted at least a nice car. And if he was getting that, I wanted luxury brand bags too. Before we knew it, it was all gone.
What a wasteful way to spend it.
Look who's talking. You blew through your money right after getting it too.
What?
Word got around that you hit the jackpot in the lottery. $3 million, not just $1 million.
How did you hear about that? I barely told anyone.
News like that just spreads, you know? And apparently, you used it to move into a luxury high-rise. When you spend money like that, people are bound to talk.
So, you heard about that too?
Living the high life while your poor sister struggles.
Don't even start.
So, can I come visit, Sarah? It would be great if you could let us stay over.
Excuse me?
Don't be so stingy. Your high-rise must have plenty of space.
Why would you need to stay over?
Actually, we're about to get evicted from our apartment for not paying rent. We could move to a cheaper place, but the walls are so thin, and I'm worried about complaints when the baby cries. That's why I want to move into your spacious high-rise.
Hold on, did you just say baby?
Yeah, she was just born this month.
What? I had no idea you even had a child.
Well, if you hadn't blocked me on social media.
Don't try to guilt trip me.
She's a beautiful baby girl who looks just like Mike and me. You want to meet your cute niece, right? So it's okay if we come over?
What?
Come on, you can't say no to your baby niece.
You can't just invite yourself to live with me.
Please, Sarah, let us live with you for your cute niece's sake. I've heard environment is really important for raising kids, and a neighborhood with luxury high-rises must have good security and be safe. She'll surely grow up to be refined, smart, and wonderful with such good influences.
No matter how good the influences are, when the parents are a couple who ran away together, I don't think it matters much.
That's so mean. We're still family.
Family? Now you remember we're family?
Don't be so mean. Look, a lot has happened, but you seem happy now that you've won the lottery. Let's just put everything from 2 years ago behind us.
You always just decide things on your own momentum.
You should be used to having a sister like me by now. It's so amazing that you won the lottery and moved into a luxury high-rise. We'll come visit with the baby this weekend, okay?
That's fine, but it's overseas.
Huh?
Come if you can. Looking at Australia's peaceful scenery has helped calm my anger towards you two, even though I haven't completely forgiven you. I might even be willing to meet my niece once.
What? Australia? What do you mean? Sarah, you moved to a high-rise overseas?
Surprised? I guess that detail wasn't included in the rumors.
No way. This has to be a joke.
Why would I joke about this?
I only heard about you winning the lottery and moving to a high-rise. Nobody told me you were overseas. No one mentioned anything about that.
Of course they didn't. I haven't told anyone I'm here.
But what about your job? Your life here?
My company was planning to open a branch here, and I asked to be part of the founding team.
Since when were you so interested in working abroad? I knew you were always the smart one, unlike me, but working overseas?
People change, Emma. Sometimes because they want to, sometimes because they have to.
What's that supposed to mean?
To be honest, I never planned to work abroad, but after breaking up with Mike, every day was painful. After dating for 7 years, there were memories everywhere I went. So I decided I might as well leave the country altogether.
You went abroad just because of that?
Not just because of that. I needed a fresh start.
But your whole life was here.
Well, I happened to win the lottery at just the right time. I bought the ticket the day you two ran away. I was drinking heavily that day and bought it on impulse. Then luck struck. Talk about fate, right? So I decided to take the plunge and head to Australia.
No way.
Funny how things work out, isn't it?
But you can't just leave everything behind like that.
Like you did when you ran away with Mike.
That was different.
It was supposed to be just for a year, but work here has been going really well. So I went ahead and bought an apartment in the high-rise. With $3 million, you can just about afford one apartment in a beachfront tower.
What? You bought it instead of renting? So you're planning to live in Australia forever?
Maybe. The view is beautiful.
But what about family? What about us?
That depends on my visa situation. I'm discussing it with the company. Worst case, I can sell it or rent it out. It'll make a nice retirement fund.
Amazing. I don't really understand everything, but it's just amazing. Meanwhile, our million has completely vanished.
Funny how money management skills differ between people, isn't it?
This isn't fair. You're living in luxury while we're struggling.
So, when are you planning to come? I'm busy with work, so I can't pick you up if you just show up suddenly. And even if I give you the address, you probably wouldn't make it here from the airport.
That's not even the main problem. We obviously don't have money to go abroad right now. So hurry up and buy tickets for me, Mike, and the baby.
Excuse me? There's no way I'm paying for that. From the sound of it, you probably don't even have money for passports. Guess you'll never make it here then.
Why won't you help pay? Just a little bit wouldn't hurt, right?
What? You stole my fiancé and never paid any compensation. Why should I give you money? That makes no sense at all.
Well,
your innocent baby isn't at fault, so I thought I might meet her. My motto these days is keep your heart open, but your wallet closed.
Then what are we supposed to do? We're about to get kicked out of our apartment. We can't go back to our parents. And now my Sarah, who I was counting on, is overseas.
That's not my problem. Talk it over with your husband and figure something out. Since you can't come here, I'm ending this conversation.
Sarah, you're amazing! Living overseas is so cool!
What do you want, Mike?
Can't I just compliment my ex?
Thanks for the compliment. You're done.
Getting your fiancé stolen by your sister, winning the lottery, moving abroad? Talk about a roller coaster life! You've had a more entertaining life than me, and I'm the comedian!
I can't beat you, though. Making moves on your fiancé's sister, blowing through your inheritance in no time. Now that's what I call comedian-level chaos.
You think so? That kinda makes me happy.
Sorry, I forgot you quit being a comedian. I heard you got a regular job after running away.
Actually, that didn't last long. Turns out comedy is what I'm meant for after all. I've been trying to make it as a comedian in our new location.
Let me guess, it's not going well.
How did you know?
7 years of experience.
Yeah, this time I might be done for good. I got lucky and joined an agency, but I just got fired.
What?
I haven't told Emma yet, but the truth is we ran out of Dad's inheritance a while ago, and I've been borrowing money from the agency to get by, but they said they can't cover for me anymore.
Just how much do you owe them?
$80,000. After living the high life with the inheritance, I couldn't stop myself from borrowing more and more.
You're kidding, right? You just had a baby and you're telling me you have that much debt? How are you going to survive?
That's why I need your help, Sarah. You always understood me better than anyone.
Don't even try it.
You know how hard comedy is. Sometimes you need to take risks. That's why I've been thinking hard about it. I'm going to flee overseas, and I need your help.
What?
I mean, you did it. You started a new life in Australia.
I moved legally for work. That's completely different.
I don't have money to pay back the debt. This is my only option. It must be fate that you're in Australia. I'll scrape together enough money to get there. Please help hide me.
Are you serious right now?
You still care about me, right? We were together for 7 years.
What are you going to do coming here alone? Are you planning to dump the baby on Emma?
Babies are fine as long as they have their mother, right? Besides, wouldn't you be happy to have me back? Living abroad must be tough, and if I'm there, I can make you laugh every day.
Make me laugh? Like you did when you ran away with my sister?
That was different. I was confused then, but now I see clearly. We were good together, weren't we?
I'm so shocked, I'm speechless. By the way, I just took screenshots of this conversation and sent them to Emma.
What?
She's going to be incredibly angry when she finds out her husband, who convinced her to run away, is now trying to abandon her. Keep your marital fight to one day for the baby's sake.
You can't be serious. You didn't really send those?
Check your messages from Emma.
You're kidding! What have you done? Emma's calling me right now!
Good luck with that talk.
Sarah, please delete those screenshots!
Goodbye, Mike. Try being a responsible father for once.
I can't believe Mike would do this. He had debt and never told me, and he was planning to abandon me and the baby to run away by himself?
Now you know how it feels to be betrayed.
This is different. We have a baby.
Did you manage to talk things through and make up?
How could we make up after this? And then we found out something even more horrible.
What? What could be worse than $80,000 in debt?
He made me a co-signer for the debt without my knowledge. He forged my signature.
What? You're a co-signer for his debt? I'm pretty sure that means you can't escape it even with divorce.
I looked into it. You're right. I'm trapped.
When did he forge your signature?
He says he doesn't even remember. He was just signing papers left and right when things got bad.
Have you talked to a lawyer?
We can't afford one. We can barely afford diapers.
This is serious. You'll have to work together as a couple to pay it back. You have a child now. It's time to get serious.
Stop lecturing me. This isn't my fault.
Really? Who ran away with a man she barely knew because he had inheritance money?
There's only so much we can do. Mike was trying to be a comedian, so he has no real work history and can't find a proper full-time job. And I only have 1 month of work experience before I quit. With a baby, I can only find low-paying part-time work.
It'll be fine. First, get the baby into daycare right away. Then, both of you need to work from morning till night.
Easy for you to say from your fancy apartment in Australia.
At least I worked for what I have.
You just got lucky with the lottery.
And you got lucky with an inheritance. Look how differently we handled it.
I don't want to do that. Come on, Sarah, help us out. I heard salaries are really high overseas right now because of the exchange rate. If you're earning that much, you could spare some money to help us.
After everything you've done, you still expect my help?
We're still sisters, and you have a niece now.
I told you before, I don't have money to give to people who never even paid me compensation. I'm tired of dealing with you two, so I'm blocking you.
Wait, why?
You had me blocked until recently too, remember? It's the same thing.
But this is different. We need you.
No, you need my money. There's a difference.
The baby needs her aunt.
The baby needs responsible parents.
But
Goodbye. Try to become adults your child won't be ashamed of.
Sarah, don't you dare block me!
Good luck with the debt. Maybe try buying lottery tickets. It worked for me. I immediately blocked my sister and her husband. After deleting their contact information, peace and quiet finally returned to my life. According to rumors, the couple managed to get their child into daycare. And now they're both working temp jobs and part-time positions from early morning until the last possible moment before daycare pickup. After putting the baby to bed, Mike goes to his night shift job. While they're slowly paying back their debt, they've also started buying lottery tickets, hoping to hit the jackpot like me. However, so far, they've only won about $3 in total, which leads to arguments like, "This is because of your bad karma. Look who's talking," and so on.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Blake, we really need to talk. I've reached my limit with all of this. I was wondering if you could do something about Bailey?
Huh? What do you mean by that? What about Bailey?
Don't you know? We've talked about this a few times before. Bailey just keeps on making herself at home, and she's been doing this without telling us first. This has been happening day after day. She keeps coming over without telling us and stays for the entire day. Also, she keeps complaining about how I clean up our own house. It's rather frustrating. I feel like I've got no time to relax as she's always here.
How could you say something so cold about my mother? My mother's always there for you.
But what does that even mean for me?
I asked my mom to go around the house. I told her that you're really bad at doing the housework and to help educate my wife. That's why she comes over every day. You're the worst wife for treating this as a problem when it's not.
Why would you even say that I'm bad at housework? I'm trying to do my best every day in my own way. I'm confident that I'm doing housework diligently than other people in their homes. How could you say that to me?
Oh, really? Do you think you're doing the work to that extent? You think you're so funny, Belinda?
Yes, because I make 3 meals a day for the 365 days of the year. Don't you realize that? I've made it all from scratch, and I've never relied on prepared foods or frozen meals. At your request, the snacks that I make for you at 3 o'clock on the holidays are also homemade.
That's just a part of what you've got to do for me as a housewife. My mother used to do that kind of thing for me as well when I was a child.
She did every single thing for you, including all the laundry and cleaning? Don't you realize I do my best every day to make sure I'm not leaving a single speck of dust on the floor or left on any piece of furniture? I separate the washing by color and wash all your underwear completely by hand. I'm the only person in the house who does this every day.
So you're saying that you're trying to do your best at the level you're sitting on? That's pathetic. You forgot to take out the trash the other day. You also failed to iron my shirt yesterday, didn't you?
I didn't do that because I didn't get enough sleep. I ended up just dozing off because I had a fever. If I'm having to wake up at 4 in the morning and only go to bed at 2 in the morning, there's no way I'll be able to get rid of my fatigue.
My mother lived like that as well, and she had no problems doing all the housework. The house was always completely spotless. You say that you're doing your best, but it's meaningless if you're not producing good results. Even a housewife can understand that much, right? You were also a functional member of society up until a few years ago, weren't you? You should understand hard work, right?
I suppose I do. I know I do a lot of hard work. I give 100% of my housework, and I understand that you don't like how I do it, Blake. Well, then please at least tell Bailey to not take my personal belongings when she's in my house.
What are you talking about? What personal belongings has she even taken?
Actually, over the past few months, more and more of my personal belongings have been disappearing from our house. I only recently found out who the culprit was. Every time Bailey comes over to our house, she's taking something without asking my permission first. It's like she thinks it's her God-given right to take my things.
No, just stop. Why would you say that my mother's taking your things? How dare you say something like that to our own son? Those are strong accusations, Belinda.
When I questioned her about it, she said exactly the same thing you just did. How dare you accuse your mother-in-law of stealing? She said she was borrowing my things for a little while and that whatever belongs to my son's wife belongs to her, so it doesn't matter. It obviously matters, Blake. It's my stuff she's taking. She's never returned what she's borrowed. It's just stealing.
Well, to solve it, we can just pretend that we gave her the things as a gift, so don't worry about it. My mother comes to watch and instruct you on how to do your housework every day. You should be grateful. Considering all this, her fees are really cheap, so you should be following her orders.
What the heck are you talking about? She's charging me fees for this? Even though she's bossy and stealing from me? I didn't ask for any of this to happen. I know how to do housework.
Stop making fun of what she's doing and accusing her of theft. You're such a narrow-minded wife. You're so annoying.
Okay, so are you going to replace the books that have been taken from me? Bailey's taken so much that I hardly have any cosmetics anymore. Haven't you noticed those things are gone? I'm almost out of clothing and bags. It's going to cost a few $1,000s to buy everything that she took again.
Are you kidding me? A few $1,000s? I'm not buying any of that crap for you. You can get that yourself with your own money. Don't even think about trying to splurge on clothes and bags with your husband's money.
Are you kidding me? I've got hardly anything left after what Bailey took.
You've got savings from when you used to work like us normal people. Use that so you can buy it again yourself.
But I'm just a housewife right now. I don't have any money to spend on things. Why won't you help me? You're my husband. And yet, you tell me to use up the precious savings I've got? What am I supposed to do if my savings account has nothing left for the future?
Don't you know how to answer your own questions? I guess you have to go back to work if that's the case. If you got time to talk about nonsense like this, then you've got time to perfect your housework skills. Stop being so useless and get back to work.
Hey, Belinda, we need to discuss something right now. How dare you talk badly about me to my own son? He's not the one who's treating me like a thief, thinking that I've stolen your belongings. How dare you? Oh, is that so? Is that what he told you I was saying? Stop playing games with me. Don't you dare call me a thief again. You're such a disappointment. Blake told me earlier what you said. He told me to take anything as an instructional fee on teaching you how to clean. He said to take how much I want. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Do you think you've got any right in taking my stuff? Yes, and my son has finally recognized that. From now on, I can come in and out and take whatever I like as payment. You know I was worried about how there was only good food in your fridge. Would you please stop doing this? I've completely reached my limit with you. This is too far. What's that supposed to mean? I'm your mother-in-law and I can treat you however I like. I feel like there's a hole in my stomach from all the stress you've put me under. Since I've become a housewife, Blake has become more strict with the housework. Now he doesn't even treat me as his wife, but just as some housekeeper. No matter how many times I ask you, you still come over like you own the place. You need to ask me to come over. I am so sick of living like this. This is how a housewife should be treated. I'm not saying anything else about it. Everyone used to be like this. I've been told that I'm allowed to do whatever I want as your mother-in-law. Why would you repeat something like this to others when you wouldn't want it done to you? Oh, shut up, Belinda. You're such a terrible wife to my son. Well, most of the time. Who do you think you owe to be able to live in the house that you do? The land that the house is on is that land that I gave to both of you. Yes, you've told me this before, Bailey, but... So what's wrong with going on to your land whenever I like? The land is no longer in your name, Bailey. Even if it's in my son's name, what's mine is mine. That's why I'll continue to go over to your house whenever I feel like it. I don't see what's so wrong about taking what's on the land that my son owns. You can't just do that to me. That's stealing, as those things don't belong to you. Thanks to the money that my son earns, we can live in such a spacious house. I'm too selfish to stop doing what I'm doing, so I don't plan on stopping at all. Also, you're not good at housework compared to me, and you're not very friendly at all. I wonder why my son married such a useless wife. I wish he'd get rid of you sooner rather than later. I'm so sick of you hanging around my son. I guess I see what your true nature is, Bailey. I also just want to leave Blake for how he's treating me and how he lets you treat me like crap. Are you kidding me with this nonsense? How dare you say something like that about my son in front of his own mother? I'll remind my son of the things you've just said to me. He'll make you pay for that. I've had it up to here with both in terms of how you've treated me since I stopped working. I want to be free from you. I feel so trapped when you're both giving me crap. I'm really at my limit now, and if this continues, I am really going to consider divorcing you.
Oh, is that so? If you're going to keep saying that over and over again, then why don't you do that? You're supposed to be my wife and not threaten me. If you keep being like this towards me and my mother, then you leave me no choice but to divorce you.
Are you kidding me? Me threaten you? You're the one doing it to me. You'd really divorce me on something I don't even do to you?
You think you're so cocky. I can't even understand you anymore. We all know you can't live without me, but you keep saying silly things like this. Even if we were to get a divorce, even someone as stupid as you will understand how important it is to have a husband. I'm at the courthouse right now since it's such a short walk from my office. I'll file the divorce papers as you wish and bring them over for you to sign.
What? You're actually going to do that? Even though I've done everything that you've ordered me to do?
It's too late to cry and moan about it now, Belinda. I'll immediately file for divorce. Get out of my house, you useless, good-for-nothing wife.
Okay, but you do realize that this is my house, right? Oh, wait, but you're really filing for the divorce papers right now?
Yes, that's what I just said. I'm filing for the divorce papers right now. I'm staring at them intently. I scribbled your signature in the text box. The people at the courthouse quickly accepted my request without saying anything.
You know that it's not a good thing to use someone else's signature on a form like that. Well, I guess for me it's a relief to get the divorce out of the way, so I'll take it as no questions asked. Thank you for divorcing me. That means you need to get out of my house right away, okay?
Hey, what did you just say to me? That house that I used to make you clean up every day, my mother gave me the land and I built the house on it. Therefore, that house on that land is mine, not yours. You need to pack your things and get out as soon as I come home.
Now just hold on a minute there, pal. Aren't you forgetting some really important details, Blake? It's true that you built that house, but then you put all the details in my name. The house, the land it sits on, all have been transferred from your name to mine.
Are you kidding me with this crap right now, Belinda?
You're the one who said that to me right after it was finished being built, didn't you? You're the one who said that a wife should stay at home, so I just obeyed your orders, Blake. You said please quit your job and move into the house. At the time, you were still treating me well and were much more of an adult about things. You said when I become a housewife, everything will be in your name. That's what your promise was to me, right?
Oh, okay. I somewhat remember what I said to you. At the time, I did write that the house and land are in your name.
Yes, and did you realize that giving up your job to start a family is a huge risk as well? So I was super anxious if we got a divorce or if something happened to you, so you made that promise to me. You said that you'll change the names to mine on the document so that I'm in safe hands no matter what happens. That's when you started to beg me to become a housewife.
I really can't believe this. What am I supposed to do now? I've already filed the divorce papers.
Well, tough. You've got no rights to this house anymore, Blake. You shouldn't have treated me like you did, and none of this would have happened. As the owner of this property, I refuse you to take anything more from me.
But you can't just do that to me. I've done so much for you.
You're the one who needs to pack their bags and move out of the house. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Good luck and take care of yourself. You evil woman! How dare you take the land I own? You need to give that land and the rights to the house back to my son. I've got no intention of giving anything to you. You deserve nothing. Your son was the one who gave me the land and the house in the first place, Bailey. I'm telling you now, he put everything in my name. I don't intend on giving any of the land or house back to Blake. Don't say such stupid things to me. Cut it out. Where's my son supposed to live now, then? Well, he could also go and live with you, Bailey, since he always used to take your side over mine. It's probably a good idea for him to go back to his parents' house if he wants everything done for him. That's definitely not an option. It would be impossible, okay? I literally just sold the house. There's no family home anymore. Where's he supposed to go back to if I've sold the house? Wait, what? You sold your house? Why would you do that? Because I intended on moving into your house once my son divorced you. My house has been standing for several decades and it's already so old. So I thought I'll sell my house and then move in with my son as his house is brand new. Are you kidding me? You think I'd let you move in after you stole from me and bossed me around? You were planning to move back into this house behind my back? I heard nothing of this plan. There was no way I was going to tell my son's useless wife about this plan. Blake was never going to refuse me from living with him, so he stayed quiet about it. And now the sale process has finally been completed. I was planning on moving in at the beginning of the week. At the beginning of the week? Why then? Because you'd both be divorced by then and he would have kicked you to the curb like you deserved. But now there's no way we can do that. I can't believe my son would be so stupid to give the house and the land to you. Hey, I'd watch what you say to me, Bailey. You're on thin ice. If the divorce had been slowed down, this would have been an even more painful experience for me. But what a stroke of luck that I got everything. So you're just going to keep everything for yourself? What's my son supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I can't just turn around and tell my real estate agent that I'm not going to sell my house after all. How did this even happen when everything was going according to plan? Everything went wrong and it's all because of you. Go off and complain to your son about it. I don't want to hear it. He's the one who divorced me using a lot of his own stupid force. If you'll excuse me, I've got things to organize. I've got to go and put Blake's luggage in the front yard.
Belinda, I can't believe what I've done to you. I'm so sorry.
Huh? Why are you even apologizing to me now, Blake?
I've just realized how horrible I've been, and it's because of my mom's influence on me. She was so horrible to you, and she was trying to push me to make you do everything so that she'd be able to get what she wanted out of us. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but I got fired from my job.
You what? What the heck happened? Why are you telling me this?
You were in charge of all the saving. Can you please give me a bit so I can pay for some living expenses? I really need it.
Are you kidding me? After the way you and your mother treated me? I'm not going to help you out, not this time or any other time.
But you can't just abandon me like this. I need financial help. And please, Belinda, I'm begging you. Don't leave me without any money to live.
You are such a horrible person for the way you've treated me as your house slave. Your mother had no right to say or do the things she did to me. If you want to earn some money so that you can save it for a rainy day or to pay for whatever you need to pay for, you need to look for a job. You know, a thing that normal people do. I'm done with all of this. Goodbye and good luck with your life. After what happened with Blake and his mother Bailey, I heard that they moved into a rundown apartment together. During his unemployment period, he was under a lot of stress. Apparently, he was secretly addicted to buying big purchase items and gambling. Because of that, he had nothing saved up in his bank account. Also, I discovered that Bailey didn't have enough funds in her retirement account. All the housework being done at her old house was outsourced for a long time by a cleaning company. She couldn't even cook a proper meal. If this continues, Blake was told that he'd have to remarry and find a wife who can earn money and do the housework. It seems like the two of them have been working hard together, but no one will agree to go on a date with him as he lives with his mother and he's unemployed and divorced. I want to show that's obvious to his face.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.